Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot, and if you're new here, welcome. This reading is going to be specifically about your finances, the most likely energy, because it's not going to be completely set in stone, especially if it's depending on your energy as well as your choices, but we will see what is most likely to come towards you and some helpful messages and advice as well. So before I show you the options, I just wanted to say that I extended the sale for a little bit. It's 15% off for the personal reading, so I've left the link below because I know some people needed some extra time. So if you want a personal reading, it's below. And for this reading, I'm using my handmade deck, the Child Tarot. So let's look into it. So here's group number 1, clear quartz. Group number 2, green aventurine. Group number 3 is sunstone. Group number 4 is black tourmaline. Okay, so just take as much time as you need. The timestamps are below. You can pause the video if you need to. This might be a short reading just because of the nature of the topic, but I'll do my best. So whenever you guys are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is clear quartz. So let's take a look at what's coming towards you in your finances. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1, please and thank you. Spirit, can you please let us know, now and moving forward, what energies are coming towards group number 1, clear quartz, in their finances? Any helpful tips as well? This is really interesting. Okay, so we have here the 6 of summertime or wands, the wind, which is the world card, the loner, which is the hermit card, and then the 9 of imagination or cups. So immediately we do see a positive message. Okay, so we have some type of triumph, some type of victory. Now I will tell you guys that I did try a take before this. I had to just let that go. Because I had a different title. It was just your finances, what does Spirit want you to know? And they did kind of say something similar. When I pulled it for there, it did look like there was a potential opportunity coming to you, but the biggest message there, after I did it for like maybe 15 minutes or so, the biggest message was that this is really dependent on your energy. So a lot of you were already manifesting this, but I suppose it does matter the way we manifest. So I think that a lot of you were doing gratitude manifestation, where you say something like, thank you for the prosperity, thank you for this new job opportunity, stuff like that. And it made a distinction, and I'm explaining it here because I feel like it's just a continued message. So I think that Spirit's message was, you must stay in this vibration in order to positively manifest this, because I think it was like half of you that was really in a struggle vibration. It was a lot of anxiety, it was a lot of what ifs, it was a lot of just repeating battles. So really be aware of that one. But I do think that something positive is coming towards you, something that you've already been thinking about for a while. I'm not really sure the details of where it's coming from because everyone has a different situation, but we'll keep looking. Spirit, now and moving forward, what is coming towards them in their finances? Group 1, thank you. This actually came up before as well. This is the Justice card. So I'm not sure what you're dealing with, whether this is a contract, this is legal kind of a situation, but that may be involved with this. So either way, we literally have something saying the win, okay? And when I see this card, I always think of the phrase jumping for joy. So clearly there's going to be some sort of a win here, and this is connecting to the finances. It's connecting to balance and justice, even if that means legal, right? For some of you, it may not be that, but for many of you, it could be. Okay, can we know a little bit more? What is coming towards them? kind of the same thing, because we have the wind, which is the world. This is the game, the Fool card. So it starts all over again, in terms of maybe this rebirth or just a cycle starting fresh. Like this old cycle from before is closing. And that's a really important thing here, especially because of the time that we're in the collective. Yeah, I think that you're taking full advantage. And they were giving me the letter A. I don't know if it was for August or something with astrology. I don't know. But I think that you've taken, or you will take full advantage of the shift that we're having, in terms of positivity, in terms of that particular cycle that was closed. Can you tell us specifically now about the financial health, anything with prosperity, money, wealth, anything with the financial status? Thank you. So alignment is very significant right now for you guys, okay? Because over here with the Five of Pentacles, or polynoses or pentacles, this was showing the struggle for probably some time. I'm not exactly sure, it differs, but they were trying to indicate that all of this was in alignment with where you were in your spiritual path. That's why this came shining through the Wheel of Fortune card here, to say that you know, the wheel is turning for you, and the rhythm of your spiritual development was important. What else do we need to know about moving forward? Now and moving forward, energies coming towards them in finances. Yeah, it's the same exact message. They keep talking about this cycle. This is the Death card, roundabout. And then I'm noticing the Ferris wheel in the background, and it's very green. And something was put away. Some clutter was removed from your life, from your situation, and something was starting fresh, starting really from scratch in a lot of ways. But I think that this was a good thing for you. I'm feeling like your energy fill up in some way. And I am noticing this flag, which is kind of reminding me of like some type of a win as well. So what is your advice, before we get just a few more cards? What is your advice for them, please? Okay, so this is the Three of Swords, or cicadas. So the advice is really to not operate from a place of hurt, okay? Some heart wounds or even traumas, and I know obviously that's easier said than done, but we're talking about an energy perspective. If you're going to manifest, and you're manifesting from a place of hurt and trauma and struggle, it's going to be very difficult to really produce these happy results that I'm seeing here. So maybe you're just sort of, I don't know if you're detaching, or you're just working on your healing, or you're just trying to focus, but whatever it is that you end up doing here, you're completely in this vibration. We do see the sun represented 3 different times, and then it's over here as well. Actually, it's in these cards too. And I think that that's it. I think that when you're meditating, you are expressing some type of gratitude and abundance in your energy, and you're thanking the universe, you're thanking your guides. And I really feel like that level of connecting to your guides in the universe, the divine, is what's going to make all the difference here. So that's the biggest advice I can get for you guys. Any other final messages about their finances, what's coming towards them? This is wish fulfillment. The Fireflies card is the star card. And I think what I'm going to get for you now is to clarify what this was, because I'm curious. Spirit, the Six of Summertime, what is this? What is this energy, please? And the win as well. Where is this coming from in group 1's life? Thank you. Oh, wow. So because of the different situations of everyone watching, they wanted to say just one thing. This energy is coming from something that was a very exciting new beginning. So whether that was a new job or a new sort of a shift after some other unpleasant thing ended. So for example, like if you were in some legal disputes or something like that, or like a situational thing that was unpleasant, that had ended, and this is when this is coming through. Again, we have the sun and the fire here. Anything new that coincided there. It even could have been something that you produced yourself, kind of like a project or something that you were working on that was tied into your finances. And anything you can tell us about these 2 cards here, Spirit? The Four of Summertime. I mean, it's interesting. This could mean a lot of different things that I'm trying to understand, because the first thing that hit me, now, this has nothing to do with anything, but this is what they told me with this card. This is the Four of Wands, right? In some cases, this could be like a twin flame card. That just came to my mind, and that's like been a topic lately. You don't have to pay attention to that. But this is representing something having to do with your guardians, the balance of your soul, and your inner light, your inner guiding light. So that's something that they talked about there. So I actually think, Group 1, this is a highly spiritual message for you. I do think that you have reached, or you will reach, a very important point of balance and alignment within your soul, and that's why this whole thing kind of swung into balance. They showed me a circle with just a singular dot in the middle of it. So kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, actually. But yeah, they said that this is a result of your spiritual balance, or it's deeply involved. And then I'm seeing the stars here again. So again, something with like a spiritual vibe to it, as well as some guidance. Any other clues as to what's going on over here? And then we'll get the final message. Spirit, anything else with the Wind and the Six and the Ace of Summertime? Yeah, for a lot of you, this could have, the Master of Polynoses is the King of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this could have just been involving your career, some other kind of financial security. I don't know if for some of you, the King of Pentacles represents a person, though. I mean, it could be someone that is a giving, protective, masculine energy of some sort. Otherwise, it could be a situational thing. But I mean, you know, again, everyone has such a different situation. But Ace of Summertime, something new, a new beginning, passion, excitement, creativity, even inspiration, anything like that. Can we please have a final message for them? This is interesting that they're not actually giving me pentacle cards. They only did it once. And I find that to be a message in itself. The only time that we saw a pentacle card, which is, well, I'm not counting this one for a moment because that's a king, that's an actual person. But here we have the polynoses, which are the pentacles in my deck. So here it's almost like when you were focusing on just money itself, that seemed to be where you were struggling. But then when you lifted your vibration to everything else, your spiritual journey, your spiritual health, your vibration in all ways, like a positivity sense, this is where you just flew right out of that struggle, or you will. And so I really find that to be the most significant message. So try not to focus on the three-dimensional aspect of money, and look at the whole bigger picture, your energy, your soul, your alignment. And this is really where it's going to take off. And so that's why I thought it was funny that they didn't really give you like money cards, you know? Yeah. Final message, please, for Group 1. Thank you. Okay, so we have the this is go, this is the Chariot card. So there are some plans that you guys have been having. I think you're still cautious about this, and that's okay. That's a good thing sometimes, right? There's still something happening in its infancy. It's not quite there yet. It's developing, but I do see you taking steps towards this and being very excited about it, just like moving forward. Let's go. It's still in the planning stage, like I said, but I think that the wheels are in motion, or they will be very soon. If you have been thinking about doing something, moving forward with this whole category, you know, of your life in some way, that is going to happen soon, and you're just being given the green light to go ahead and do that. Literally, they're saying go. That's pretty funny. Okay. All right. So Group 1, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know, please, if this resonated. I hope that it was helpful. And if you guys are new here, you can subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, it's still on sale for a little bit. And the link is below. Thank you guys so much. Sending you more blessings. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, the green aventurine. Looks like an Easter egg, right? Spirit, this reading is for group 2. Please and thank you. Green aventurine. Spirit, what is coming towards them in their finances? And any advice, messages, Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, now and moving forward, what is coming towards them in their finances? Group 2. Green aventurine. That's kind of a funny card for it to be coming out first. It just makes me think of the heart chakra, actually, just because that's what that's for. And also it could be for, I guess, manifesting money. And then we have the heart here in the card. So I just thought that was cute. So let's see. Spirit, now and moving forward, what's coming towards them in their finances specifically? I do think that something is healing, okay? So I saw the bear here, and I literally made this deck, and I, you know, all new things come up, even though that was not my intention. But I'm seeing the green. I am connecting it to the green and the heart, and these two children basically having a loving energy towards each other. So realistically, what I see is healing of your money, right? Like healing of your money situation. That's the first message. So let's see how this all comes to go. Same thing. This is exactly the same thing. So if this were a love reading, these would be two pretty lovey cards. So this is the Six of Imagination or Cups. Now there's also some sort of communication too. So in terms of your financial situation, we do have healing, which is connecting to the probably healing of your heart space and your own self-love too. Just the harmony that's coming from you, because obviously it's all connected. So here the communication, they said the word transmission. So there's like a transmitting or transmission of either some communication or some financial energy. Like that's funny because that could even be you receiving money through either wires or like, I don't know, like a digitally direct deposit, who knows, right? But yeah, like that's still the same thing. And there's a generally high vibration here. Can you tell us, please, what's coming towards them in their finances and what they need to know about it, please, Spirit? So we have the labyrinth. There may be a little bit of confusion still, but that is going to clear up. So if you are currently in this state, or if you feel like in the next few days or maybe even like week or so, things are still not answered, if they're a bit confusing, please don't get fooled by that. And I do think that the new moon is coming up. I think it might be today or tomorrow. I don't recall. Try not to get fooled by that, because that is going to be temporary. Okay. The moon phase might very well be involved with this, no matter when you're watching. But it does show that there is still some, I would say, some unanswered questions. And again, that's for a good reason. So what do they need to know, please, about their financial energy or what's coming towards them in their finances? Thank you. So we have Ace of Imagination right after the Labyrinth. Did I tell you what these, I can't remember. But yeah, this is the Moon card and this is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so something is coming again. We do have this notion of some sort of healing. And when we're talking money-wise, we're seeing flow, okay? So look at the cup flowing into the hand, and then you have the beautiful colors in the background. Like, again, we have that word harmony that came through. I do see you receiving something from a kind source. I don't know if your guides had something to do with this. Probably they did, because that's what I kind of feel like these are. Can you tell us how and from where is this coming, and anything we need to know or that would be helpful to know? Ace of Imagination, please. I don't know why you're getting all the love cards. That's kind of funny. The one is the Lovers. And again, it could be some like angel involvement. Did we say, so I said transmission and communication, and here it does also look like a portal. Now in terms of the 3D, that's a little hard to interpret, right? Like I don't know what to say there. Can we know a little bit more about where this is coming from? So obviously, if this resonates for only some of you, there could be some financial help coming from a loved one. That would be, I guess, one of the obvious ways that could come through, but that really won't resonate for everyone, right? If it's not the case, it could be coming from a loving energy, so a loving place. So if it does involve another human being, or even an environment like a place of work, or some situational energy where it was very kind and loving and it made you feel okay, it made you feel peaceful, and you were not stressed about it, that's where this could also be coming from as well. Can we know a little bit more about where this is coming from and anything about it? Yeah, I'm kind of just feeling like there was a supportive energy that came towards you. So because everyone's situations is so different, that's really, I think they're just leaving it there. Is there anything else we need to know in regards to the actual money itself, the pentacles itself, prosperity, the financial energy directly, Spirit? Thank you. So the High Priestess card, Daydream. Group 1 got this card towards the end as well, or like towards this part of their reading. And I just think that that is speaking to the fact that there's a lot of unknowns coming to us, especially with some of the shifting that's been going on. So maybe here, this is really just talking about something unknown, something that you didn't expect, something that you even probably accidentally kind of manifested just by daydreaming about it, by doing some energy work. I kind of feel like by this time frame, you would have done energy work just completely by mistake. Like maybe you were affirming it, just speaking some affirmations into the universe. Anything else about what's coming towards them, how this will end up, what is it going to look like? I am feeling quite a bit of this hesitation energy from you guys, and I thought that that was me. And I can see I would probably pick this group. Like I feel the nervous energy to say something like the difference between magical, spiritual part of life and then the three-dimensional sort of tangible part of life, right? I'm feeling a hesitation and a nervousness there. All I can really tell you is just really try to believe this. Really try to believe in your guides, to believe in manifestation. Because here I am seeing, this is a lot of support. So we have the Three of Imagination or Three of Cups. Healer of Polynoses is the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm seeing the birds in the tree. And then the guides here, or, I don't know, there's something here with blue. They're both blue. I wonder what that's about. Or the letter B could be involved, but they're indicating here that you are safe. And I know how easy it is to panic when it comes to something like finances, but they keep, you know, they're giving me nothing but loving energy. The only thing that it felt like they were saying otherwise was the labyrinth, but even that was not negative energy. They said that it's going to be mysterious. Same thing with the High Priestess card. This is going to be mysterious. It's going to look a bit confusing, and no, you won't have clarity or answers for that given point of time. But after the fact, if you just sort of bypass this and you just let this happen, let this come to you, it is going to start to show itself in a more tangible way where you can feel more comfortable with it because it'll be right there. It'll be more, again, tangible. But the financial security is here. So anything else they need to know about what's coming towards them in their finances, please? Thank you. This is exactly the same thing, the same message. And we have, okay, that's really cool. So oftentimes I look at the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles as the same card. And you got both of those cards. And look, the birds are back again. See? And there's the three guides here. There's 3 eggs in the tree, the 2 bluebirds here, and the 2 blue birds here as well. Very odd, isn't it? I don't know what that means for you specifically. If that means something to you specifically and uniquely, let me know. But the fact that these eggs are not, you know, they're not born yet. They're not hatched yet. And there's like some turning here. This tells me that there's something still turning in your alignment. So something is going to hatch, okay? I don't know if like you're seeing birds lately or like specifically a bluebird. That would be kind of cool. But believe in your guides. I mean, they're right here. There's literally 6 of them here, but there's more. And I do think that they're helping to align something in your life, but you do have to have patience for the eggs to hatch. So I don't know when this is coming through. I wish I could tell you when, but they're not telling me when. And it's because of this. They're saying that just, you know, hang tight. It's okay if you're a little bit nervous about the where. Just trust. You don't have to worry about the how. Just keep doing what you're doing because you're probably already taking steps. You're probably already taking action and, you know, whatever it is that you have to do. But just trust them. Trust them on this. work with them on this. That's what they also said. Do we do a final? Can we just have a final message about their finances? Thank you. Group 2. Oh, that's so weird. The group number 1 got the exact thing, I swear. I've been wanting to do collective readings versus pick a card readings, and I only did a short. I want to do a full one. That's so strange, because I swear everyone's just all connecting. We're all mixing together. It's so funny. So this is the Chariot card. Go. So in group 1, it was that like they had some sort of plans. Let's see if it's different for you guys. For you guys, I'm actually drawn more to the 2 dogs. They look like they're, you know, twins, yin and yang sort of a thing. I think that's probably what I was going for. The Sphinxes on the rider deck. Yeah, that's what that was. So here I'm actually drawn to this as well. The foot kind of like looks pretty much like it's going backwards. So the advice for you guys is kind of like that. Try not to get stuck or move backward, meaning try not to regress in your progress in terms of your energy. It's okay, it doesn't have to always be perfect 100%, but they want you to remember your progress. They want you to remember what's worked for you. Keep moving forward, and just try not to go backwards in terms of negative thinking. I think that's what they were trying to get at. So I really want to know how this works out for you guys. So, you know, I didn't really get financial cards, but the energy health is here, and it's looking really good and very stable and protected. And I would only imagine this is going to increase and become more prosperous after this flow has, you know, after this continues. So I think I'm going to leave it there for now. If you want to extend this related topic, I do have some stuff for career if you want to just check my channel. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I really hope that this was helpful. If it was, you can feel free to subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, I've extended the sale a little bit. It's 15% off personal readings right now. Thank you once again, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group 3, which is Sunstone. So let's take a look. Spirit, this reading is for group 3 Sunstone. Please and thank you. What is coming towards them in their finances? Spirit, now and moving forward, what energies are coming towards group 3 Sunstone in their finances, and any advice? Thank you. So the other groups really didn't get financial cards at all, but your first one is a financial card, and it's a prosperous one. The Child of Polynoses. So this is the Page of Pentacles, okay? There is a really good energy here, but group 3, I am going to point out that I'm feeling very, I am feeling the autumn energy. So let's see the whole picture of what's happening. But I am feeling a general increase of your finance, your prosperity when it starts to get really noticeable. Something is changing for you in the fall, okay? I don't know what it is. It could be obviously something within your career or your situation, but they actually gave me a cool, breezy feeling, which is the fall. I don't know what that means for some of you with like the weather that you're, but like this could be within like a few months or so, where something's really going to take off for you. That doesn't mean you're going to struggle before then. Let me make that clear. It's just going to improve drastically, I think, by that time period. The other groups, I don't think, got a time period. Okay. So I don't know when you're watching this. Some of you may not be watching this around that time, but I think that's a standard, like, I think that's going to stick in terms of the timing. Spirit, what do they need to know? What's coming towards them in their finances, please? Thank you. There is a significant cycle coming to an end for you guys with regard to what you were doing with your finances. There could have been quite a bit of struggle before this point, or maybe it's still going on. It feels like there could have been some severe restriction for you, struggle, you know, maybe lots and lots of fear of, you know, like the feeling of scarcity and just feeling completely trapped by you know, your circumstances, the situational energy, but that is going to come to an end. They said that with the first card, and they confirmed that. Okay. I was drawn to the Ferris wheel, the green Ferris wheel. So meaning your money. So immediately after, oh, did I not tell you what these mean? This is the Death card. This is the Devil card. and this is Mama is the Empress card. So you can see for yourself the abundance coming through in this card. So we have the bowl of fruit, we have the plants, we have the beautiful garments, there's food on the stove. Wonderful card, especially if, and this is so literal too, there's warm shelter and everything. If some of you have been really struggling, just know that I feel you'll be really provided for soon, okay? So yeah, beautiful message there. But I will point out though, with this card, the Empress, this is a creative energy, okay? She is creating her abundance. And I think that that's the energy that you are embodying. I did mention in the intro that a lot of our finances and our prosperous energy is directly connected to our own energy, because that's usually how it goes. Everything is connected. And I do think that what you're doing in this card is you are embodying this powerful manifestation energy, empowerment energy, I think. Spirit, what else do we need to know, please? Thank you. That's the Seven of Imagination or Cups. And then you have Kitty, which is the Strength card. I wonder if you're just deciding something soon. There's a deep contemplation going on for you guys soon, like probably within the next month or two. I don't know what it is you're contemplating, but again, obviously it could have something to do with either your job or the way that you do things in life and how it connects to your finances. So can you tell us anything else? What do we need to know here? There was a hidden message about the solar plexus chakra, because I was drawn to the yellow here very much. And then the Empress, when I usually see the Empress card, I think of the solar plexus because it's a number 3 and it's yellow and it's power. And I believe the third chakra, solar plexus chakra, has to do with manifestation, I believe. If any of you are interested to work on that so that you can unblock that and then begin to manifest abundance and whatnot, definitely look into it. I'm not an expert, but yes, I do talk about that. I have the video in my description where I give some resources. Okay, and then here we have balance. This is the Justice card. This is really wonderful. Group 1, I think, got this one too. This is relevant if you've been dealing with some kind of a legal issue maybe, or this even could represent some sort of a contract. But if anything else, this is saying justice, balance, fairness is coming through in your life. This is stability. If we're talking balance in terms of finances, this is stability. Okay, what else do we need to know? What's coming towards them in their finances? So if this does have to do with some sort of a contract, I do think that some other people were involved. Could be your guides, could be other friendly faces that you're working with here. And then I see here that you are moving on from something. Very obvious energy of moving on from something. This could happen in August. I'm posting this July 5th. So some of you could be moving away from something in August, or actually, see, it makes sense, right? Because I was talking about the fall, at least for us here in this part of the world. So 8 of Imagination or Cups here. Yeah, you're moving on from the previous way of living, the previous cycle of your life. And you could be, I mean, you could be starting something completely new. But I am feeling like all of this is connecting in a beautiful way in the story of your life. It's just, there's so many different scenarios here of what's going on, but this is the theme I'm seeing. Okay, so what else do we need to know? What's coming towards them? Whoop. All right. This is really wonderful because we have a period of rest here where it will take some time to kind of build something. It's also a period of rest, and it might feel like stagnation for some of you, but please do not be fooled. It is not going to be stagnation. There's a lot of energy that is building and has to ready itself for this. This is the Ace of Wands, okay? Ace of Summertime, and this is the Four of Swords. So what we're seeing here is like the slow build to something much bigger, something really exciting. Again, some new fire in your life. And all I'm seeing is the loop connecting this to this, the first and the last card in this in this line here. The only thing to be aware of though, group 3, the Child of Polynoses card is crooked. Okay, every other card is aligned, it's upright, it looks straight. The Child of Polynoses card being askew like that could potentially mean that this is not entirely set in stone yet. So maybe if you align this and you make a decision and you're like, yes, I know for sure where I want to go from here, I know what I want to do with my energy, that's going to really make a difference. So just keep that one in mind. So for example, if you're unsure of yourself, or if you block yourself, or if you decide against your soul and you decide against your intuition, I don't think it will work in your favor as much. So just be aware. That's the only advice, just to be aware of that. Be like 10 steps ahead of that, okay? So anything else that we need to know, any advice, messages, guidance about their finances, what's coming. So again, this period here, it's not that, I don't think you're going to be struggling. If you are struggling, it may be like a continuation of this fearful energy. But I don't really actually see that you'll continue to struggle. I actually think it's going to be, it kind of looks like status quo. It looks like it's just going forward. I don't even want to say smoothly. It's just going forward. But once you hit this point of your energy, in your alignment, that's where the shift is coming, okay? So whether it's August or just, you know, within the next, depending on when you're watching this, within the next couple months or so, and that's when this is coming through, okay? So that's where we should be seeing the, I guess like the rising. It was like some sort of rising of prosperous energy. Okay. Any other final messages, advice, or anything? Okay. Yeah. And one for the Child of Polynoses card, please, if you can clarify. Yeah, same kind of a thing. Okay, so the advice over here was really try to not be too indecisive. I know that's hard to do. I have pick of cards for that too. If you have trouble, you know, with some clarity of your decisions right now, I do have some pick of cards that could be helpful there. But this one it is about making decisions. But I think the way to do it is maybe just to try to look through a clear lens. Try to find clarity first, okay? If you are not clear in your energy and your mind, obviously, you know, the decision is going to be difficult to make. And now I'm just noticing this, and I just think this is funny. I think I said this for, this was group 2, I might have said this. I was like, I literally drew this deck, and I'm seeing new details every time I do tarot. That's how amazing tarot is. But there's like a tattered shirt, I'm assuming is like old tattered shirt, and this is a new, like, fancier shirt, okay? And I think what, oh my God. This is ridiculous. I think what I was going for was that, because I usually say the author, like what I was going for with that was, in your case here, I think it's about what vibration, what persona or energy do I want to choose here. So please, please, please do not choose the energy of scarcity, as in like, I'll never have enough, or it's never enough, okay? That is going to severely hurt your energy work here. And even I had to get myself out of that toxic mindset, and I started writing affirmations instead, trying to look deeper and say, do I have these beliefs? Are they there? And if so, why? Do I still need these? So try to climb out of that if possible and go more into the abundance mindset and be like, you know what, why not? Why not me? Why shouldn't I be able to be financially prosperous or successful in some way? So that's what I think this is. And then the final card over here, clarifying the Child of Polynoses. This is not really the same exact thing, but it does show some level of hesitation. In this case, I think it's more of contemplation. Now notice you have the trees again. I clarified the Child of Polynoses, and you got the fall of trees again. So see, that's a confirmation, I think, okay? So hang tight, you know, do your thing, do your energy work, do whatever action steps you have to take, stay in your positive vibes, and we shall see. I'm really excited to know what this is. Okay, so if you know what this is, let me know. You might not necessarily know what it is, and it might be a total surprise to you, but you can check back with me in a few months, okay? And you can let me know in the comments. But anyway, group 3, I think I'm going to leave it there. Really wonderful reading. And I hope that this was helpful. If you're new here, you can subscribe if you enjoyed this. And if you want a personal reading, the sale is still going on for a little bit longer. 15% off all personal readings. The link is below. Thank you guys once again, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is the black tourmaline. So let's take a look here, Spirit. This reading is for group 4, black tourmaline, please and thank you. What is coming towards them in their finances? Okay, Spirit, now and moving forward, can you tell us what is coming, what energy is coming towards them in their finances, please? Group number 4, black tourmaline. I was feeling a bit unfocused, a bit antsy, and like, not agitated, but that's probably not the word I'm looking for. I don't know if that's how you guys are feeling lately. Okay. I just mentioned in group 3 that the collective keeps getting these similar things. So group 1 and 2 got the same final card. Group 3 and 4 just got the same starting card. You see, I've been wanting to do collective readings, so eliminating the groups and just talking about the collective themes. But the only thing I could crank out was a short. I don't know if you guys saw it. But I am really convinced that everyone is unifying together in some way in their energies. I think this is a good thing, and I think that we're all going through similar shifts. So we have Child of Polynoses, which is the Page of Pentacles. We have the, oh, there it is. There is the energy I was feeling. This is the 7 of Imagination or Cups. And then we have the Hanged Man hanging around. Yeah, it was like this indecisive, kind of anxious energy. Maybe it feels in a lot of ways like there's so many different directions to go in, to the point where maybe some of you feel kind of in limbo, okay? Like you're just hanging there. Things are sort of suspended in time. I don't know if that's how you feel, but that's sort of what I felt. But let's see. How about moving forward? What energies are coming towards them in their finances, please? Now, if that is the case, if you guys feel completely overwhelmed by options, which, yes, I totally get that, there's a few things you can try to do. Number 1, you can try to center yourself and meditate and let out some of that energy, because this is an energy excess, okay? Crystals that can be helpful, probably... Actually, black tourmaline is good because it's a protective grounding stone, but I also got a hit for amethyst because that helps to absorb anxious energy, but there's plenty you can choose from. Howlite maybe as well. The first thing you need to do, I think, just based off this, I feel the first thing you should do is to clear that energy. So meditation is a wonderful way to do that. Just look up a guided meditation for clearing your aura. I'm sure you'll find one. And of course you can use sage, you can take a nature walk, but there is so much energy here. And that might be contributing to the confusion that you may feel, or just this overwhelming, there's like too much variety, I guess. Okay, so provided that you clear that first and you feel a little bit more centered, what you should feel then energetically is more of that balance and the ability to decide based off of where you feel led to intuitively. Group 4, I do feel it's very legitimate that you have options in terms of your talents, your paths and directions of where you can eventually take. I think that's totally valid. So for example, there are 7 different things to do in the room, right? I think that you literally can have 7 or several options for yourself or where you want to go that could produce money for you. So whether it's like different jobs, side jobs, businesses, different random things you want to do online, like there's a lot of options here. And I honestly feel like all of them are valid, but the tricky part and the nerve-wracking part is trying to figure out the order of operations here, the sequence and the how-tos and those types of solutions and whatever. So again, try to clear your energy first, and then you will find that if you follow your intuition, and I would say this is a big one, really ask your guides for their clarity as well, they're going to step in slowly, probably in a subtle way, to help you figure out where to go next. And my point of saying that all of these are valid is to tell you that I kind of feel like these, at least most of these, are going to still come true for you, but it's all a matter of when, okay? So I don't know which one's the next step for you, but I do have plenty of pick of cards that may assist you in figuring that out. You can check any of those out if they resonate. But the truth is that one of them is going to be the next thing, right? I mean, yes, you can do two things at once or more, but I think the reality is that your energy is going to be really better channeled if you do have at least mainly one focus, right? And that's, again, the kind of the tricky part. So what else do we need to know? How does this affect their finances? What energy is coming towards them in their finances? Please, Spirit. Group 4, black tourmaline. Thank you. Okay, so balance. I think a lot of the groups got that. So balance, and what else? What is coming towards them? Now, for a lot of you, that could mean either a contract or just regular balance in your energy. Now, for the Go card, this is the Chariot card, okay? I do see you absolutely taking action and moving forward and having some clear decision, because we have the balance here in energy, and then we also have the yin-yang dogs at the back here. And it looks like you do have a plan based on this. It looks like you have a plan, and you've probably been planning this for some time. And then something does align for you in the near future, and it clicks into place, and you just go for it. So that's how this is going to come back around and affect the finances. So can we know a little bit more here? Oh, and you're wearing a helmet and 2 cards. I wonder... Well, I mean, that could be protection. That could be a need for safety and caution. I'm not sure, but they wanted to mention that. Oopsie. I just dropped the cards. So, like, I don't know, maybe they're asking you to just be cautious in a practical way. You know, try not to look before you leap too much. Do research if you need to. Have a backup plan if you need to. In terms of making decisions, try not to make any decision in a rush, such as if you have to say yes to something over the phone or in person. As much as you can, if you feel like you do need to be cautious, if that does resonate with this message here, as you move forward, as much as you can, try to make decisions through writing or taking some step back where you can really take your time, take your sweet time to come to decision. If you feel like you're not sure of your decisions, well, I don't want to necessarily recommend asking another person for their opinion, because that can get too confusing in itself, because everyone has a different opinion. But I would say consult with at least one trusted friend or loved one, not only your guides, but someone who can actually give you verbal pointers and stuff as you cautiously make certain decisions. I'm not trying to say be scared. I'm just saying they're giving you the helmet for a reason. Be a little cautious with certain decisions, because it could be, you might change your mind the moment that you take that step back, or when you see later on what the results would have been. Can you tell us about what's coming towards them in their finances, please? So this is nice. We have the 3 of imagination, or cups. I keep forgetting to announce what the cards are. I think I told you these. Yeah, this is Justice, Chariot, and the 3 of cups. What else, please? What's coming towards them in finances? So we have a bunch of the 3 major arcana cards coming out all at once, and then we have these 2. Okay, so we have the Teacher, which is the Hierophant card. We have the Loner, which is the Hermit card, and then we have the One, which is the Lovers card. So for some reason, they're not telling me about the finances per se, but they're just indicating some sort of bigger spiritual transformation energy here, where you are learning something. The Teacher, the Loner, and the One. You're learning something, and you're also kind of ascending in a way with the One, the Lover's card. When I say ascending, I mean it's I feel like you're realizing something. I feel like you're rising up in some way. So if that has to do with your finances, I would say a big part of that could be something within your career, or if it's not necessarily career, like something that's authentic to you, I think. What else do we need to know? Any advice, messages, guidance? I mean, this is really good advice for everyone, I think, in terms of energy work. So this is the 9 of Swords, or cicadas. Try not to worry consistently or constantly. Okay. Yeah, that is something all of us do need to hear. Fear blocks us. I'm sure you've heard me say that a million times. I know it's hard to not have fear, but just be aware that if you catch yourself in fear and panic and stress, that really won't help the energy flow. It will potentially directly block it as well. Okay, so I want to know what's the result here, but they're not telling me specifically. Can we know a little bit more about the child of polynoses, please? Thank you. Well, it's abundance, okay? So this is your overall, this is the Empress card. This is your overall view of your life, your abundance, your future. I am seeing a good energy. I'm just not seeing the results of it yet. So maybe it's just a matter of like you deciding something. Maybe that's what this was. And maybe that's also talking about the whole thing of how your energy is best channeled if you have somewhat of a direct focus. I think that that's probably true for most energy, right? I mean, I don't know for sure. Some people can actually do many different manifestations at once, but maybe that's just not the message for you guys. I do think it's like 90% of yourself and your energy is going into something specific. So I'm trying to figure out what to clarify here to find out what that is for you. Spirit, is there anything about the Chariot card Go that we need to know about? Master of Imagination is the King of Cups. They're not telling me any clarification other than when you move forward, it's going to be really smooth and a wonderful ride, basically. Like you're sledding in the snow and you're very happy about this. So it's going to be smooth. So I think what's happening here, especially with this card and your alignment, I do think you're understanding something about yourself, some deeper understanding. And I think you're going to finally be listening to an authentic part of yourself. And again, this is really cycling all the way back to your finances, because this is going to most likely affect, I think, your path and purpose. I know that's not what we're looking at here, but this is a really big message. And if you're interested in that, I do have specific pick of cards for that. What is your path and purpose and stuff like that. I know I stopped linking the videos in the description, but it's just because like I have very, very little energy, and even taking out one step is helpful to me, because otherwise I wouldn't post at all, and I would post like once a month, and I don't want to do that. But anyway, Spirit, what do we need to know about their pentacles now, the polynoses? They said the same thing here for the Seven of Cups. You may not know exactly where to go, and for that reason it might feel kind of mysterious and confusing and a little bit anxiety provoking in that particular card. They want you to know that you are supported though, and if you kind of put yourself in that mindset of being a child of the universe and just having fun with it for a moment, I do think that would really carry you forward, because Child of Summertime is the Page of Wands, and the child is just having fun at the beach, you know, just really being present in terms of their manifestation. They're just one with the universe. You are provided for and protected by your guides, and the way that everything's going to turn out is, even that is actually a mystery here, because it's still actively unfolding. Group 4, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, anything else that we need to know moving forward about their finances, what's coming? They said something about you having a release, actually, with this card, the Two of Cups, or Imagination. Yeah, I mean, yes, balance and some kind of balance and harmony is coming in your financial part of your life, but they said something about releasing an energy. I wonder what that could be. Because it's funny enough, I actually saw one of the children on this card sneezing because of the flower, and I thought of release. We have here Magic Tricks, which is the Magician. The polynose here is meant to be the Pentacle. So again, you're still actively manifesting. Group 4, I'm going to stop for a second here. Okay, the universe is trying to ask you a very important question, and they said something like, what do you really want to manifest? I know that sounds like an obvious question, but there's a lot of ways you can answer that. So although this is literally a polynose here, this is the Pentacles suit. And I was looking at the gold coin in my mind, and they said that question, what are you actually trying to manifest here? You know, something having to do with your own personal sense of power, you know, like your ability to be this magician and pull the rabbit out of the hat, kind of like a miracle. So I don't know why they wanted to ask you that specifically, but it's a good thing to ponder on and reflect on. What else do we need to know of what's coming towards them in their finances? I kind of feel like a lot of you will be very busy. You know, if you are manifesting a lot of things, or rather working on and planning a lot of things all at once. Now, others of you, if that's not the case, if it's a little bit more kind of fine-tuned and focused, they're saying that basically there's going to be an ending of a cycle of some type of obligation for you, and you're going to cut out like 80% of that, and you're like, let me just move forward. So here with the flow card, this is the Temperance card actually, we do see again some sort of balancing. We do see a better inspirational creative flow. Things get easier, okay? They get easier. You move on from holding up so much. Any final messages about what's coming towards them in their finances, the Pentacles? What are they manifesting, Spirit? I would love to know that. Are they actively manifesting something specific in their finances or in this area of life? I think the reason that they wanted you to reflect on that was because if you have been trying to manifest something in your finances, there is way more to that picture. And I was about to sneeze, just like the child in the car. That was weird. There is way more to your life and your manifestations than just your coins. I think that's what they were getting at. So that's what they wanted to ask you. Do you want to manifest the fullness of your power, the fullness of your ability to create abundance? Like, this is the whole thing, like the whole picture. Wait, what did I just ask? Okay, so we have the Healer of Polynoses, the Ace of Summertime, and then the Monster in the Dark, which is the Devil card. Now, this is a blend. This is an interesting blend of energies. A lot of the groups actually did get the Ace of Summertime to indicate that there was going to be a passionate new beginning. They also got the Healer of Polynoses to let them know that there would be financial security or stability. But with this Monster in the Dark card, this is what makes this interesting, okay? So I suppose we could say that you must release something, because I still want to sneeze and I haven't sneezed, that you may still want to think about, what do I need to release in order to completely like free myself from whatever energy was weighing me down, that was blocking me, that was confusing me, that was making me feel fearful. Okay, so that's what I think that they gave you this card. It's not to say you won't get the new beginning and the financial security, because you will, and otherwise they wouldn't have given you these cards. Okay, the collective is going through this shift, I think, where I'm hoping to God that is the case, because like it's been way too crazy. I do think the financial stability and security is there, especially potentially, and then some inspirational, passionate shift is coming. I got a vision of the Knight of Wands, but they really, really want you to think hard about what this could be for you guys. Okay, is there a fear? Is there an unwanted habit? Is there a negative thought sequence? Is there a restriction? Now, obviously, some of this could be environmental for you, and if that is the case, you may be deciding to take action towards that soon. If it's more mental, you know, really just be aware of your thoughts. And I would say work hard on writing manifestations, well, rather affirmations down, because that helps to just see it in the plain light of day, and it helps the repetitive process will help you to get out of stuck patterns. But yeah, they wanted to really nail down that message to say, to look at this. It's very important. Again, if you want to look at some of my past readings in terms of this, if you feel like that resonates, just leaf through my old readings, and anything that calls to you will be helpful. Final message for group 4, please. Thank you. Yeah, it's the same thing, group 4. I do think that there is some lingering pain or heaviness, particularly in your heart space. And, that is going to affect everything. If one of our chakras is blocked, it's absolutely going to affect the whole bigger picture. But if your heart space is blocked or hurt or wounded, then of course this is going to affect things, okay? So please try to be as aware as you can. Try not to skip this step. I know how tempting it is to want to just focus on the finances, the job, the environmental. It's very tempting to ignore everything else. But truthfully, you guys probably already know how energy works. If we try to do that, we're going to most likely keep running into this problem over and over again, and it just turns into this cycle. Okay, so try to work on your deep healing, especially of the heart chakra. So if you guys want to learn a little bit of an introduction of the chakras, I have it down below in the description where I talk about it, and I just refer you to some books and stuff because I'm not an expert, but it's good to get into it. So really try to do some of that. Oh, and I have a video for energy healing too, so you can visualize the swords coming out or whatever you need to. I have that down below as well. So, group 4, I have to leave it there. This is a lot of energy. It's very overwhelming. Even the way that the cards fell out, like it's just so many cards. But I hope that this made sense. I do hope that this was helpful. Thank you guys so much. If you want a personal reading, there is still a sale going on. I extended it a little bit. The link is below, 15% off all personal readings. And if you feel called, if you're new, you can subscribe if this was helpful to you. Thank you guys so much. Sending you so much love, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.